Senator Thune, you're recognized for your 5 minutes.
Thank you, Madam Chair. And I'll just say that the title came to the Las Vegas Aces after they hired a South Dakota native, Becky Hammond, to be their coach. So.
Oh, well, we appreciate it. Thank you for bringing her to, thank you for letting us have her. We're going to keep her if you don't mind, Senator Thune.
That's okay. Yeah, I don't blame you. During my time as chairman of this committee, we considered and enacted the FAA Reauthorization Act of 2018, which concluded substantial new authorities for the FAA to modernize the national airspace system and better accommodate new entrants. And since that time, the agency's moved forward with several significant actions, including rules governing remote identification and operations at night or over people for unmanned aircraft systems. However, significant work remains to ensure that the UAS and other entrants are fully integrated into the NAS, including a generalized process for type certification of UAS and advanced air mobility aircraft, a consistent regulatory framework for beyond visual line of sight operations for UAS, and clear rules to ensure the safe interaction of these new entrants with manned aircraft. As this committee begins consideration of the next FAA reauthorization, I look forward to these conversations and appreciate hearing from you all today. Ms. Ellman, in April of this year, I sent a letter with Senator Warner to Acting Administrator Nolan requesting information on the FAA's progress in establishing generalized standards for UAS type certification. I believe the development of these standards will ensure that UAS conducting complex operations in the NAS will deliver clear commercial and societal benefits and keep the United States at the forefront of safety and innovation. Do you believe that developing generalized standards for UAS type certification is an important component of advancing UAS integration?
Senator Thune, thank you so much for that question. Absolutely, we very much agree. The type certification process, we've been talking all about the benefits of commercial drones, but really to take advantage of those benefits of commercial drones, we need to be able to scale expanded drone operations. And one path to do that is through type certification. And to date, we have had, we've had several drone manufacturers working for several years, hand in hand closely with the FAA, trying to get type certification. We have had, in some good news a few weeks ago, Matternet was the first company to actually get their type certification approved by the FAA. Now that there has been one company that has been approved, we very much hope to see many others who have been working with the FAA for several years on this process, approvals come quickly. But we also believe that now is a good time to think about how to streamline and improve this process, which the durability and reliability process was meant to take 6 months. It's not well designed. 4 years and 4 months later, I believe, is how long it took Matternet to get their type certification. By that time, how many new iterations of the vehicle, the technology is moving so quickly forward. We need a process that is designed and tailored for this new industry, which is designed differently. And so we very much appreciate your leadership on that. We have our own airworthiness reform proposals and ideas that we would be very excited to sit down with you and your staff and discuss.
Okay. Mr. Bolin, in your testimony, you also described challenges with the current type certification process for AAM aircraft. Do you believe the development of generalized standards would also be useful in fostering the integration of AAM aircraft into the NAS?
Yeah, absolutely as well. We talked about the importance of predictability and certainty, and there's an enormous amount of investment being made to try to bring these products to the market. Understanding a clear pathway to a type certificate, production certificate, op specs, being able to begin the operations. It's very important for us to know what to expect as we prepare. So the clearer the path, the better opportunity we have to arrive at our destination.
Thank you. Colonel Luxian, I remain very interested in ways to improve automated aspects of air traffic management, especially as the NAS becomes more crowded. This includes a bill, the Dynamic Airspace Pilot Program Act, which I've introduced along with the chair, Senator Sinema, to improve dynamic management of the NAS. What can this committee do to build on the work that FAA is doing to improve these automation tools and reduce the burden of increased traffic on controllers and adopt concepts such as adaptive airspace or dynamic airspace?
Thank you, Senator Thune, for that question. The NASA has really done groundbreaking effort and work in this area to move it forward. We need to create a bridge from that NASA work into the actual regulatory requirements. How do you change all the technologies and all the questions or answers that NASA has provided into a regulatory structure at least below 500 feet to provide that? This UTM is critical, absolutely going to be the backbone to deal with all the increased activity and small UAS that are going to operate beyond visual line of sight below that 500 feet or 400 feet and below. I would say that needs to be part of the Reauthorization Act to establish the regulatory framework to support UTM going forward.
Yeah, hopefully it will be part of the Reauthorization Act. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Senator Thune. Recognize Senator